Next up, we've got some different titles. These are for the year group above the one I just showed you now. And starting off with this lovely story by Kristen Blakely, illustrated by Julia Galotta. I've never sawn that before. And the story is about this little boy with a big personality, Nate, and his imagination as it runs wild before bedtime, as all the ways he's trying to stop his dad from leaving, from leaving and turning the light off, because actually he's a little anxious with the lights off as well, especially after his hearing aids come off. So it is just this most gorgeous story. And Nate has a very special way of saying seen, because his past tense for seen is sawn. So despite his dad's best efforts, there's a lot you've never seen. Nate insists on saying, have you ever sawn? And he goes through all these weird and wonderful and whimsical scenarios, asking his dad whether he's ever seen, have you ever sawn bowlers on a pirate ship floor? And all these different crazy scenarios, all very imaginative. But in the end, we actually discover that it's because he doesn't want his dad to leave. And so then his dad starts to tell him a story. And in the end, Nate settles down. He takes his hearing aids off, and his dad tells him it's all right. He's not going to leave him. He's right here. The hallway light is on, and Nate falls into a lovely, peaceful sleep. So that is a lovely story for kids who are anxious at bedtime or overstimulated at bedtime. Then in this package, we've got Friends Together, which is one of the Bear Buddies stories. And this one is a story about making friends in the playground. So it models a lot of early language that children need when they first start school. So it models the language, the vocabulary, and also just playground etiquette. You know, how do you make friends? How do you say please and thank you? How do you pay a compliment? And also you've got a little bit of additional language extension built into it for kids who are at that point. We have lots of different synonyms here so that kids can start to expand their language. As you know, they can do that as they're ready. You don't have to use that the first time you read the book. So it's all about emotions and feelings and introducing each other to new friends. And it's gorgeously illustrated by Faith Broomfield Payne. And then we have CI Quest, which is the fun story of the young farmer who loses his speech processors, and all his animal friends on the farm help him to find them. And as we go through the story, we also can practice speech sounds. Here you go, all the different animals. So it's a lovely way of learning and practicing sort of early learning to listen sounds, farmyard sounds, you know, in a really fun and engaging way. And in the end, I won't spoil it, but in the end, one of the animals finds the farmer's processors. And this is just a gorgeously illustrated book, illustrated by Faith Broomfield Payne. And at the end, we just have a little bit of practice of repeating all the different sounds that we've learnt in the book when we're saying goodbye to all the farmyard animals, and of course, goodbye to the farmer too. And as I showed you in the previous video, we've got the colouring book that goes with CI Quest, and it's sister story, Icky Sticky Stuck. So lots of fun there, all going into the book bag and down to Blanche Nevile School for Deaf Children.